Alright, good afternoon everyone. It's Jalan from the Paradox Gaming Network, and today you can see I'm in something a little bit different. I am back in 7 Days to Die. I have covered this game in a overview video lumped in with all survival games, and then I've done some late night streaming of 7 Days, and I've gotten asked a lot of questions in Discord. People that have gone back and seen the video, they've asked me some bits and pieces stuff. And I want to make sure that everybody has like a good foundation for this game if they decide to play. So as always, this is just going to be a basic first step into the game, how to get started, get your feet under you. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments below. I'll either just answer them directly to you, or if it's a good enough question that it needs a video to it, I will go ahead and make a video to compound the answer. So the first thing you're going to realize is every game is going to start the same. You're going to get these introductory quests. And once you've done this a bunch of times, you will figure out that you're going to need a lot of plant fibers, about 55. You're also going to need wood to get started with your stone axe. So as you're doing stuff, see I've already picked up my 20 plant fibers. So I'm going to go in here and make my bedroll. And while I'm waiting on my bedroll to make, I'm going to just loosely pick up stones if I find them. Now, big key important thing, do not get ahead of yourself in the first few minutes of your game. Even though you know you're going to need to make a stone axe, a stone or a wood club, don't do these things because you need to do them in order. Now, big mistake that I make, did the first several games I played, and people have said, well, I picked the first house, and then don't pick the first house to make your basin. Throw down your bedroll just to get going on the quest, and then pick this bad boy right back up, and let the game push you forward a bit, because you don't want to bed down in the first place you find. So I need to find one more small stone. And sometimes you just need to be part of the Busted Knuckles crew and punch a rock. Looking left and right. There we go. Got the stone. Now life is going to get easier. Make my stone axe. And everything from here in this point forward is going to get just a touch easier. Because now I can chip away at stuff instead of using my fists. Now, big thing why you want to blitz through these introductory quests as quickly as you can is because you want to know where your Trader Joe's is. Your Trader Joe's is going to be your first real destination because you can often find a lot of goodies in Joe's. Close. You can often find a burned out forge or cement mixer that's busted. You can sometimes find a gun in Joe's cabinet and he doesn't mind. So you want to get going in that direction. You're going to go to Joe's pretty often, no matter if you're playing in multiplayer or you're playing solo. So the only reason why I haven't busted in this house to clear it yet is, like I said, don't get ahead of yourself. I don't want to make 2 wood clubs. So I'm just waiting so that I can get told to make my wood club. And then after that, I'm going to clear this first house. Oh, it's unlocked. Even better. Just waiting for it to tell me to... There we go. Craft the club. Now I got my club. And when you get really lucky, there's nobody in the first house. It's always a good day. Now you can bang away on these metal plates when you find them. You'll often find goodies underneath them. Early game, I don't want to waste my time. What I do want, right there, the bird's nest. I want them feathers so I can do my bow. And I need wood. And craft the bow. A couple of more wood. I'm going to need it for the arrows. and make 2. And there we go. Now it's going to tell me to reinforce my base. And, you know, I really hate wasting resources in any game I play. But like I said, I don't want to bunker down in that house. And I'll tell you why shortly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my frames. Make my 3 wood frames. Drop these bad boys down. And do my right click on them to reinforce them. And forever shall I know that I was here. Always, always, always loot everything you can find. Early on, you want glass jars. You want that water. Even things as simple as those cans. Scrap them for iron. Easy, easy way to get iron. So now I'm doing my campfire. I should just go back to where that rock is. Oh, here's a rock. Now again, I hate wasting anything, but I want to know where Joe's is. So I'm going to make a campfire. And one thing you will learn, that the maps are static. You will get to know all the maps. However, I don't particularly know where I'm at the moment. So I'm going to chuck this campfire down. And I'm going to put it actually right back here. In case I'm ever in this area again, I'll at least know where I can find a campfire. Ew, roadkill. Now, this is going to tell me where the trader is, and so I'm going to want to go south. I'm also a big fan of using the quick waypoint, because I oftentimes will find like the army base, the army encampment. You want to make sure to clear those things later as you're able to. So the reason why now we're headed to Joe's is because Joe's will usually lead you to civilization. You want to try to find a town to bank into, and here we go. See right there, there is the tower. That should be the comm tower from one of the towns. And this, now I know where I'm at. This is going to be a town right here. I'm going to follow this road right into town, if I'm knowing where I'm at. And this is actually going to be a good sign. No, actually this is not. This is just a standalone comm tower that I am not equipped enough. There's the town, at least a building behind it. So real quick tip, since I'm going to want to come back here, and you'll oftentimes forget, you can right click save waypoint, and then you pick whichever icon. I'm going to put the comm tower this way. It'll be on my compass at the top of the screen, and I'll also know to come back here. Yay. Now, I highly recommend against doing what I'm doing right now. I recommend against fighting zombies until you're established. The reason why is nothing is worse than getting infected and then being on a time crunch to find antibiotics or honey. But since this game is a basic throwaway game, I'm just going to club them like baby seals. So, as you can see, just following the road down, the trip to find Joe's has not found me a town yet, but I'm getting there. So, I'm going to have a lot of double back work to do, but I can see stuff in the horizon. He's not going to hurt me. And oh my goodness, boys and girls. See, this is why we do a little bit exploring on the first day. I am not going to have to worry about food. See, in this game, food is a big deal. You spend most of your time scavenging, and I've got corn aplenty. I'm going to be eating a lot of cornbread. So, there's my Joe's. I want to go south. And wow, yeah, this is the start to a great game. I actually wish I was going to be playing this game. I might actually save this version. Um, that is a lot of corn. Later on video I already have planned, I am going to talk about farming. It is one of the harder concepts in the game and one I am still not very good at. You will also find early on in the game a run everywhere. You want to build that stamina. You want to be a sexual Tyrannosaurus. I am not making that up. That is one of the skill names. Working stiff tools. This is... Hi. Now I will warn you, I kind of know where I am now. If working stiff tools is here, as you can see across that bridge, you can see some buildings. There is a full town in there. There's also a hospital in there. On the other side of that hospital is a gas station. So, good shape. I know where I spawned, and that's really, really good. I am kind of concerned about the Joes that I got sent to, but that's okay. Kind of far away. Now, I know where there's another Joe's, and it's up north of this town. Big thing about the Joes, guys, while we're getting there. Always, always, always make sure to close the gate and his doors. The zombie hordes can walk into Joe's place. Respawning zombies can do some strange things, and if you leave the doors open, you can actually kill your Joe. It's a glitch, much to the problem of now you don't have a Joe to help you out. Now, as we're making our way, as I talked about that town, that hospital in town on the 4th floor is a chemistry station, usually. Good thing to know. Outside of town, the gas station I talked about will sometimes have a forge in it. And that is really good early on to get access to a forge that's already up. I highly recommend new players, do not put your forge, your workbench, your chemistry station. Hell no, that's a bear. Avoid the bears until you have like guns, really big guns. But anyway, don't put your chemistry station, your forge, and your workbench, and your cement mixer in your main house or your backup house. And I'm going to talk about main house and backup house in just a second. Because the forge draws heat, and you don't want the random screamer zombie to see it and then call for help, and then they all come running through your house and tear up your forge. You don't want to lose all your infrastructure. Very, very expensive to clean up. You also want to have 2 bases. While we're getting to Joe still, we'll talk about that. You want to have 2 bases. Now, the name of the game is 7 Days to Die. Now, on the 7th day, you get what's known as your blood moon. And on your blood moon, you are going to have to be well fortified and well defended. You are going to have to be able to defend yourself against, in the version I have made it so it will be, turn the volume down a bit, will be 8 zombies. We won't get to blood moon in this video, but you have to have defenses set up to defend yourself against 8 on 1, and then potentially more, just more and more zombies. So here is the Trader Joe's that they sent me to, and we want to come in here. Now, we don't have anything to trade. Brought you down to Trader Joe's to talk about what I was talking about, the stuff to loot. This particular Trader Joe's has a cement mixer. See, look, we're in luck. Now, these won't always be functional. Sometimes random spawn, they're broken. But now I know that if I want to bring a bunch of stuff down here, I don't have to make a cement mixer. Unfortunately, my workbench at this one is destroyed. Cloth fragments. And the forge down here is destroyed and nothing in it. Sometimes you can get really lucky and you'll get forged iron out of the destroyed forge. Really nice early on when you can't make it. Remember, you can't steal from Joe's. You can only borrow. So this Joe doesn't... Oh, see, corn. We want to make sure to help ourselves. See, you can pick the corn that's ready to go. But as you hear the... You cannot knock down the dead corn and take the corn seeds. Of course, you can search through the trash piles. Now, this is not a very good Joe's. It has, if these are all up, this is very good. If the workbench and everything is up, this is a great Joe's. But with without the workbenches up, I don't particularly want to come here. Although you can sometimes snag a bite to eat out of Joe's fridge or his cabinets. I really was hoping that we would get the Arctic one. That one's just a really cool one. Now, a lot of people ask me why I like this game so much. I do enjoy it because it's like Minecraft meets surviving the zombie horde. I like the fact that I can build and have it be for a purpose. Oh, look at this. Destroyed chemistry set. So, and we got some chrysanthemums. So yes, this particular one, if everything was functional, this would be a great place to live near. But since everything is busted, I probably will never be back here. As always, if you're near Joe's, do not carry a bunch of trash with you. Always sell the junk. Big thing is you want to get your barter up all the time because Joe will put the good stuff back here. Really important stuff like the crossbow schematic. Really lucky that that one's there.
You want a guarantee, huh? Well, maybe you should try Samway.
Now, like I said earlier, don't pick the first building to defend. Had I stayed all the way up here and started defending that building, I wouldn't know about the stuff that's around here. Now, I am going to fast forward all the way through to where I want to get back to. Alrighty, and we are back up to the tool shop. Now, generally, I don't like to loot out this particular building early on because it can be a total clown car in the back of the store. However, the tool shop is one of the best places to get, you guessed it, tools. Like to take a listen. So there are either a couple inside or a couple on the roof. Now if you listen to that, money shot when my bell's not ringing. If you listen, I hear 4 distinct. Now, sometimes the buildings have really, really, really thick doors, and what I like to do is let the zombie crew... Ooh, see, there's why we check everywhere. Roof of a building, shotgun pieces. Let the zombie crew tear up this door a bit. But there, see, they're starting to come through like the wall. Now you gotta know your zombies. The first 2 coming out are okay. There's somebody big and bad who I do not want to deal with over there. Always make sure to slap them when you knock them down. Now I don't really like this setup Oh, there's Fat Mama. Two Fat Mama. Oh, see, that's no good. Fat Mama gonna bust up on... Oh, hell. See, we got problems. He got loose. Fat Mama ain't going down. There we go. See, but unfortunately, he's back up. See, I don't like the... This was a bad go for me, because that other Fat Mama in there is tearing up boxes. You never, ever, ever want the zombies to tear up boxes. That's where all the goodies are. But, since I got a Fat Mama to take care of myself... Okay. See, she busted up boxes. That's no good. Pissing me off. Like I said, the tool shop is always a clown car in the back, and there's going to be two more up front. Go down! You're interrupting my viewers. There. Now, what you're really looking for in the tool shop is if you get really, really lucky... Would you die, please? Thank you. What you're looking for in the tool shop is an auger or a... we got a wrench and a shovel. What we're really looking for is a sledge. If we can get a sledge out of here. We get really lucky. But... not always going to work out in our best interest. Oh my good, see, clown car, told you. And always brain shot them if you can. Now, another thing you got to do is I'm wasting an awful lot of time in here, which is fine. Because I'm not actually playing, not planning on playing this game long term. Although I may, lots of corn. But this would not be... Oh, yeah, see? Perfect. Iron sledgehammer and an iron pickaxe. I'm not even going to clear the rest of the building right now, because I'm going to come back here. But I got... Oh, hi. I don't want to fight him. I'm tired of fighting. Now, a lot of people ask me why wouldn't I want to stay in this building overnight. The problem is there's no second floor. I've got nowhere to go. If I get a night horde that wanders through, I have nowhere to go. So I'm going to cross the bridge because it's a town and I want to show you that. The other thing you want to make sure is that when you pick a house, realize all the time there's going to be roving hordes throughout the game. I made the mistake early on of leaving my chests on a first floor, and that did not bode well for me. So, I'm going to show you a couple more tricks to help you get started. These are all getting started tricks. And then, like I said, more advanced questions, more advanced videos. Now, I know the town, so I know what I'm looking for. You can see these are wood. That's no good. I do not want to make a house out of wood. Now, a lot of people have asked me from my stream why I didn't just fortify the hospital. The reason why is the hospital is so big that you get random respawns in there. And that's no good. Since I play by myself, I don't have enough sleeping bag and land claim power to block out the whole hospital. So what I want to find is I want to find myself a defendable building. Now, that's good. That second floor, that foundation is made out of stone. The problem is the upper part is made out of wood. I'm going to go ahead and aggravate everyone. Same thing. We got a lot of wood houses. So what we're looking for, see, 2-story, still wood on the third though. They are going to jump. Also, be advised that zombies are gophers. If they can't get in, they're gonna dig under. What do we got here? This looks like a keeper. Got a guy biting my ankles. He's an ankle biter. Get out of here. You bother me, son. You're interrupting the show. My lord. Die. Fine. So we got a stone and a better stone. We can work with this because we're going to build some groovy defenses. This item needs repairs. I don't have stone. Always a bad day. So, when you don't have the right tool for the job, use the wrong tool for the job. Sledgehammer. A lot of people say it's the best tool for the job. I find that it does everything good, but nothing well. But it does do that. If they're sleeping, accept no substitute. Oh, hit the wall. Now this is actually my favorite template house to defend, and I'll show you why. It has a second floor. I just can't catch a break. There's zombies everywhere. Come on, man. Don't be lazy. Oh. Get out of here, please. I'm trying to do a show, zombies. Let's use a club. So I love this particular build house for defense because of all the different ways that you can defend it. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to exit and I'm going to show you how this particular house works. Alright guys, and welcome to my home sweet home. This is the same style house on the other side of town. I just liked this particular one more. Now as you can see, I'm going to jump in here and then I'm going to show you my defenses. I have quick loot chests in here only because I know they're not getting in. I know for a fact that they're not getting in here. Still though, I do have secondary precautions just in case. Nothing I really need is in these chests. The reason why I like this house, like I showed you, you come in, you've got your back door. I found that they were crawling over my defenses, so this was just I didn't want to have to deal with them trashing my house. I love this though because it's a single entry. They're going to try to come up the stairs, and as they come around the stairs, they are stuck. What I've done is I've put a arrow slit block. Uh-oh. There we go. And then what I do is on Blood Moon Night, I just pick up that wood frame. If they get in, they can't pop over here. I basically have my kill box. I pop them in the head while they're busting down this stuff. They'll bust down the door more. I got my slit. We're good to go. Come up here. Got my reinforced. Got my goodies. I do have all my goodies up here in chests hanging on the wall. Now, even though I've been playing a bunch of times, I still made a new mistake. I put the chest on the wall, so I was lazy. I just reinforced that piece. So they're going to choose to break in elsewhere. Also, the nice thing is I have my catwalk. It goes all the way around the house. And it creates kill box, so I can basically shoot anywhere. Now, yes, on Blood Moon Night, they are going to do stupid stuff. They're going to go in the house next door and trash it. I had to Molotov through some of that. The reason why I like this build is I have figured out the most efficient way is to have... Let me jump down there and show you. Now, kids, don't do this without hay. You need hay bales. Oh! Missed the hay. It's okay, we didn't break our leg. So what I have, gotta be careful. I have 2 rows of spikes, and then I have a row of logs, and then I have a trench, and the trench, as you can see, is filled with logs. After that, I have an earth berm, so that way, if they are in here causing all sorts of problems, I can get up on top of them, and I can Molotov the trench. So it works for me. This is my home defense system. Figure out what works for you. That's basically it, guys. That is my introductory guide to 7 Days to Die. Realize I am still a novice myself, but I know a lot of people that ask me questions. If you have specific questions, ask them in the comments below, and let's get you squared away. And then we can all jack up the difficulty to insane.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Hit that subscribe button. Watch a couple of more videos. Go check out our website.